Welcome back to the 5th drop, The Veiled House, Ren Hojo. Look at that box, so dank. In the course of their investigation, Ren and Rui learn of Keiji Watarai, a folklorist who settled on Mount Hikami. So that's what we discovered when we went to the inn 2 drops ago. His writings are certain to be a treasure trove of information about the mountain and its particular folklore. Lore! Ren and Rui happen across a videotape that may just indicate the way to Watarai's residence. Well then, let's go. Still dressed in my 80s host outfit? Fuyuhi took her own life and Rui attempted suicide. The ghost of a shrine maiden appeared on both occasions. Yuri spoke of a black box that she found Haruka trapped in. Does the key to all of these events lie in the mountain's dark past? A folklorist, Keiji Watarai, used to live there. His notes may shed some light on this mystery. The videotape Rui found is on the desk. It seems to be related to that folklorist. I should take a look at it. So many things. And there it is. There's a videotape and some notes.
階段を上がってみたいと思います。2階に着きました。今、なんか音がした。本がいっぱいあります。こんな本です。難しそう。を登ります。はい、こんな風になってます。
That's a long video. The Veiled House. It's a report written in Nui's handwriting, along with commentary on the video. So of course this is based on an actual, folklore story called the Mayoiga, which is exactly what it's called in Japanese. I actually quite like this English translation, The Veiled House. A Mayoiga, the kanji used for it is literally lost and house. It's a house that can appear and disappear seemingly at will. The Veiled House in English sounds quite cool, so I like it. The diary found at the old inn mentioned a folklorist who lived on Mount Hikami. I have found more information on him, including his name, in books on the occult. This folklorist, Keiji Watarai, went to the mountain due to his obsession with the mysteries of the sect living there. He then went missing, as mentioned in the diary, and rumours about what happened to him abound. They say that he didn't just die or go missing, but rather he stumbled on something the mountain wanted kept hidden, and so his entire house was swallowed up by the mist. This is the origin of one of Mount Hikami's more recent stories of a haunted house. While the veracity of this is unclear, I looked into a videotape left behind by someone who stumbled across the house. The video was apparently famous in occult circles. I contacted the publisher and received the following response. Dear Rui Kagamiya, thank you for contacting us. The video you are looking for is no longer in print, but there are some copies in our warehouse. This video prompted a huge amount of feedback from customers. The tape was found near a river on Mount Hikami. It is unknown who filmed it. There were many sections too damaged by water to be usable, and so we took what was left and edited it together. The master copy of the video was confiscated by the police. They conducted a search of the mountain but were unable to find who shot the film or even the house's location. Now that entering the unfathomable forest is prohibited, we advise you not to look into this on your own. Koji Kakimoto, Suigensha Film Division. I believe the building visible at the start of the video is the Shrine of Dolls. After that, we see what seems to be a cave, but it's hard to make anything out. From the large number of books seen in the house, it's likely that it really is the former home of Keiji Watarai. Indeed. Okay, I hear you, but where is this one? Where is this one? Where is this one? There it is. Alright. Nui's Journal 2. Does that phone have to keep ringing? Mr. Hojo often cries out in his sleep. He won't tell me much, but it seems like he has a recurring dream about a ceremony from his childhood. As a young boy, Mr. Hojo said he spent a summer with relatives at the base of Mount Kagiroi. He mentioned playing in an old house in a shrine on the mountain, and some kind of festival he went to. Mr. Hojo doesn't talk about his past much, so what he has told me I remember clearly. Is he dreaming of that ceremony? I went to festivals as a child, but all I remember is having a good time. It doesn't sound like the festival Mr. Hojo dreams about is any fun. He often cries, "Don't look at me," in his sleep. He's always had a hard time with people staring at him. He especially dislikes it when women look at him for too long. Don't we all? He won't even look Miss Kurosawa or Miss Kozukata in the eye sometimes. He doesn't have that issue with me though. Are the women he's dreaming about really that frightening? Alright, let's answer this bloody phone. Mushi mush.
北条です。
榊か。最近連絡がつかないからどうしたのかと思った。
和也？
なあ、この前俺はお前に。
俺結婚するんだ。結婚？お前が？ああ。
随分急な話だな。
おめでとう。それで相手は？
俺が知ってる人。
写真を見た時から。
一緒に終わってくれますか。
Moist. The Veiled House. So of course that was Den's friend who went missing. From the Shrine of Dolls into a cave. This may be the same route Yuri took. I should start by going there. Indeed. Maybe I'll also find out some more about the post-mortem photos. This chapter is absolutely chock-a-block with lore, so let's dig in. Sakaki-san. Alright, need to remember buttons again. Haha. Alright. Truly do spend a lot of time at this shrine. The door is being held shut by a powerful force. Oh no. Now we're gonna have to go the long way. Do we know? What was that? Alright, so as I've said before, I have issues with how that scene in particular was translated. The English does not match the Japanese, where they specifically gender Dewey as a girl in English, whereas Dewey says nothing about gender, neither does Shiragiku in the Japanese. It's simply watashi wa, I am. Shibata was very clear about never giving Dewey a particular gender. People could assume what they wanted, in his words. Anyway, Dewey, where did you go? Now we have to go find Dewey. This part. I always get lost in this shrine. Alright, a number of dolls are lined up on the illuminated doll stand. We need to find those kids. I don't know why, but this shrine and the shrine on the water, no matter how many times I've played through them, no matter, even when I know where to go, I still get lost and I still forget where to go. These shrines in particular, it's just like, yeah, nah. Yeah, nah, mate. So let's have a look around. Explore. Alright, well I hear someone in here. Kachi kachi. Doko da? Is it in here? Yes, I believe one is in here. Haha, gotcha. Ting 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 ting. Yeah, gotcha. Oh. Oh. Fleeing child. There's an old Japanese style dresser. Alright. Let me out, let me out, let me out! Hello there. No, I don't want outside. There we go. Wow, that was actually much quicker than I thought. Dui.
先生来てくれたんですね。
大丈夫か？
はい。
Alright, Dewey seems to be okay. I have to find a way to the Veiled House. Yuri said there's an entrance to a cave below the doll display in the front of the shrine. So we gotta go all the way back there. Okay. But I don't remember... Bring back my map. Alright. So we need to go... straight. And through the door. Fleeing child. Yeah, you better run. Okay, where do we go from here? Where do we go? Straight. Easy. Too slow. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, yummy bito. Sir. That was badly timed. And framed. Uh-oh, where is he? Oh, I pressed the wrong button. That's okay. How do I buttons? Nope, not that one. Nope. Okay, this is gonna take a bit. Ah, there it is. That's the button I pressed before. Anyway. Touch the man. really like that video. So those are the dudes that were tasked with carrying the boxes into the black water. And it warps their bodies, turns them into actual physical monsters. The Yomibito.
Mitsukatta.
君はもしかして
どうして持ってきてないの？私の様子がなくしてしまったの。約束したのに。
Aw, she's upset.
先生。
She thought I was Dr. Asshole. Right, to the womb cave. Dewey, now is not the time.
私ずっと先生を待っていました。
何を言ってる
いえ、すみません。でも分かったんです。
俺には分からない。
あの子も待っているんです。様子がまずい。
Come on then. How did Dewey get in front of me? The door is locked. The camera obscura is reacting. Ting ting ting. It appears to be a box nearby. This is a puzzle that the first time drove me absolutely nuts. Because I spent so much time trying to take a photo of clearly it's this box. But you don't take a photo of it. So you get the check button. Oh! Flop, 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 flop. Oh, really? Oh, 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 la, 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 la. Ah! Come on. Smash all the buttons. Smash all the buttons. Oh. Come on. Oh, I haven't upgraded any of Den's camera yet. I should do that. Oh, come on. Gotcha. That, of course, is Haruka, I believe. The ghost dropped something. It's like an old metal plate. Oh, it goes right there. Indeed. Was that Haruka? Yes, that's right. I remember being confused by that the first time as well. But yeah, that's her ghost form. Yuri said she found her in a black box. Is there someone in each of these? Probably. It's a finely decorated black wooden box. The lid is shut and I can't get it open. Unfortunately, we cannot open any. Alright. You inserted the iris plate. Let's go to the Mayoiga. Lore, 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 lore.
先生、
迷いが。
誰かいるんでしょうか。
行こう。
Ooh, yeah, I'll take that. This is, of course, the place where you first come across Hashaku-sama. And it is a lovely, brilliant moment. Give it. Give. Give. Give thing. Give thing. And as we can see, this is where we watched the videotape. That looks well. I see you. Rather, I heard you. Flop, 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 flop. Oh, 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 oh. That's a lot of orbs. Spinning, spinning, spinning. Get wrecked, sir. Really? Oh, I missed the ghost. Ah, too many things happening all at once. Alright, folklorist notes 1. Keiji Watarai. There is a particular custom in this country. It varies from region to region, but the root is the same. It is mysterious yet somehow beautiful. In order to understand it, I travelled across the country before settling on this mountain. The beauty of the morning dew, the palpable heartbreak of the sun setting behind the mountain, and the grave and solemn night that envelops it. It's like poetry. On the mountain, water itself is revered. But why? To try to understand this, I have made this mountain my home. What is that? Where is it come from? Nani? 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 Ooh, hoo, hoo, yeah. Mushy moosh.
榊さんですか。これは先生の見ていた写真と同じ。
Ooh, we have a photo of a bride. Did Kazuya come here because of it too? Yes. Mr. Watarai. Oh, it's an item. Seriously, I wish they had differentiated that with the arrows. Oh. Come on. Goodbye, ma'am. Don't have time for you right now. Alright, and as we watched in the video, the person went this way. Uh-oh. We should probably deal with that. Oh, you get off, Dewey. Y'all need to leave my assistant alone! Oh yeah, my camera. Nope, that's not camera. Nope, that's not it either. There it is. Enhance. Enhance. Let's leave it at that for now. Ha! 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 Not today. Whew, we have a lot of sacred water. Alright. We'll be back here. Well, now let's head upstairs. Transfixed Keiji Watarai. That man left his notes everywhere. Alright, number 3. Post-mortem photography made its way over from the West along with the spread of the camera. When photography was still rare, images of the deceased helped the surviving family members deal with their grief. The post-mortem photographs that still exist in Japan use the same methodology as their Western counterparts, but the significance seemed to differ. Those taken here in the Mount Hikami region, especially, seem to embody a certain melancholic beauty. I believe these photos were the work of a scientist named Kunihiko Aso. Having researched photos from the other areas as well, it seems he was the one behind many of them. Of course he was. His surviving records indicate a determination to use photography to capture the soul. Seeing these strange and captivating photographs, I've come to believe he had some degree of success in doing so. Yes, remember, he literally captures a little piece of souls when you take photos from his cameras. He was a brilliant mind, apparently. An old friend of mine used to call cameras lonely boxes. I'm not sure if he meant that the subject appears trapped alone in this dark box when viewed through the viewfinder, or that looking through the viewfinder meant peering out through the dark, all alone. That's deep. At any rate, I find those words have a certain resonance. That's deep, bruh. Seriously, when you think about all the stuff that Dr. Aso did, he was a genius. Oops. Did I miss something? There it is. Haha! Not today! No! Oh, the buttons are still... Alright, 4. The waters of this mountain are beautiful. A large volume of water flows from a lake at the summit, becoming rivers and waterfalls and enveloping the mountain in mist. Water covers everything. It's the source of this mountain's beauty, as well as its sense of mystery. According to local tradition, Mount Hikami is where one could die a proper death. It has long been considered a spiritual spot and the subject of much worship, making it a righteous destination for those seeking death. The Mount Hikami sect taught that upon dying, people return to water. Here on the mountain, water is considered the source of the soul. A person's soul is then said to return to water upon death, rather than moving on to an afterlife. Those ready for death would gather at the mountain and return their lives to the water. Water connects everything. To look at this scenery, I can understand how it has become a spiritual place, a place fit for passing from this world. I'm glad I came here. The people on this mountain have a yearning for death. That is to say, they have a yearning for water and a yearning for nature. Life and death are both connected to water. Alright, we got a cassette tape. How do we play those again? Notes. Collection. Where are the things? Notes. Where is my cassette tape? I know they're somewhere. Aha, aha, aha. There it is. I always liked the videotapes. They're a nice addition. So the Shrine Maidens take on your final memories, and then they become pillars and they take those memories back into the water with them. The sacred water. Hey Dewey, what you doing? Lost in thought. Notes everywhere. Alright, folklorist notes 2. I saw a silhouette of a shrine maiden from within the mist that envelops the mountain. With great care, she made her way slowly up the mountain. Something about her seemed somehow unnatural. I've been told there are no more shrine maidens on the mountain now. Long ago, many maidens were murdered here. Perhaps they returned to the water. Would that then imply they are trapped within the mist? Indeed, Watarai moved here long after the incident that wiped out all the shrine maidens. Meaning the maiden he saw was definitely a ghost. Alright, it is said that human sacrifice was once practiced throughout this region. Rather than returning people to the water upon death, the ritual involved placing so-called pillars in special reliquaries and sending them to the water while still alive. It was the role of shrine maidens to become such pillars. They would take on the memories of the dying and thereafter return to water themselves. In doing so, it was believed the subjects would continue living on as pillars. In Japan, there was once a sect of Buddhist monks who would inter themselves in boxes, buried underground for the sake of enlightenment. These monks were said to show they were still alive by ringing bells and chanting. This practice may be related. But what did the maidens who became pillars fear, or hope to appease? There are various teachings in Japan about where the afterlife, also known as the netherworld, or the hereafter, is located. Some teachings say it is above the mountains or across the sea, where others claim it lies underground, within the very earth itself. Here on the mountain, it is said to lie within the water, implying a close link between water and death. The pillars within the reliquaries would be in a place close to death, but would go on living. Perhaps it was the special reliquaries. I don't know how to pronounce that word, so I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. that allowed them to evade death and continue living, frozen in time. It is thought that perpetuating these pillars allowed those close to death to live longer lives. In a sense, it was believed that proximity to death helped develop a resistance to it. And we have another tape.
Sensei.
I'm busy. I have a tape to listen to. There it is. Indeed. So Yuri, as we find out throughout the game, had a very close brush with death, which is why she can now see ghosts. Ulse, who is our main antagonist, was the only survivor of a disaster, I believe a flood, that wiped out her entire village, making her one of the strongest, if not the strongest pillar the mountain has ever seen. As well as Shiragiku, who was one of the shrine maidens from another nearby mountain that Keiji just mentioned in his cassette tape, also had an incident when she was young where she nearly died, making her also a very strong pillar. Alright, what's up, Dewey? What are we doing? Check. The bookshelf is packed with books. Indeed it is. Let me pick it up, Hello, hello, hello. Oh my gosh. Yo, check out that sword. Random creepy doll. It has no head. Yo, that's cool. Alright. The ladder leads to the attic, just like the last part of the video. Let's go. Oh, that's so good. I love that part. The ghost left a notebook behind when it disappeared. The tension when you know that there's even when you know there's going to be a ghost waiting there. It was in the video. There's no way they're not having the ghost there. It's so good. Mount Hikami seems to have been both revered and feared as a mountain of death, where only those prepared to die may enter, and those who visited were never allowed to leave. Visitors to the mountain had to pass through the shrine grove at the foot of the mountain, where shrine maidens kept strict watch in allowing only the qualified, that is, the dying, to enter. Today, the shrine at this grove has been rebuilt as an inn. Now remember they spoke about that before, he built the inn on top of the remains of a shrine, whose innkeeper kindly let me borrow records of the time period. The records from the shrine's final year list one individual who was able to leave the mountain alive. Kunihiko Aso. After taking his post-mortem photographs, it seems he was invited to the mountain to photograph the maidens. I have heard his research into the hereafter allowed him to develop a special camera. If I could see those photos of the shrine maidens taken with this special camera, I'm certain I could come closer to unraveling the mysteries of Mount Hikami. When invited to the mountain, it is said he was allowed into a house visited only by a select few individuals, the House of Joining. If I were invited to the mountain, would I be able to reach this place too? I truly wish I could. That's a monkey's poor wish. That poor guy. Kunihiko Aso. Was Dr. Aso somehow involved in this? He's always involved in this. He's got his fingers in everything. Mist is pouring into the room. That's not a good sign. We gotta get out of here. What? Whoa. Gotta get back down the mountain. Wait, did I go in here yet? I don't believe I did. Never mind. There's Dewey. I was about to say, Ayo, where's Dewey? Whoops, not this way. These bookshelves are a maze. So this chapter just drops lore after lore after lore on you. And it's fascinating. I love it. The whole Watarai thing, I wish actually had been explored a little further. Alright, let's run. What? Whoa. Flop, 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 flop. Mr. Watarai, are you okay? He does not look okay. He really does not look okay. Oh gosh! I was not expecting the sudden Watarai. Where? Oh gosh. That dude does not look happy. Hard to blame, hard to blame. Press that a little too early. Oh, come on. Poor Watarai. Yeah, he was not in for a good time. But what a dapper fellow. On the way to the summit, I found a photo on a small path lined with spider lilies. The path seemed to head into the forest, but it has become overgrown and is impassable. Could it lead to that mansion that only the invited can find? It is different from other post-mortem photographs. I can only describe it as being beautiful. It had a beauty and a sadness unlike the others I've seen. Was she alive? As soon as I thought how beautiful she was, I was bound. I heard whispers of love from the photograph. They were the words of a curse. Love after death. I must go to that place. My heart has been captivated. Keiji's cassette 3. Was that one of Keiji Watarai's memories? I have to get out of here. But first... Indeed. That poor guy. Hello, sir. We meet again. Come on. Come on. Come on. What the? Indeed. He dropped his... Alright. There she is! There she is! The tall woman! Ah, she's beautiful. Alright, Dewey, you're good. This seems well. This seems well. Ma'am, I just don't feel like dealing with you today. Come on. Let's do this. Ma'am, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Do the thing. Yes, you're very pretty. Come on. Come on. Let's dance. Ma'am, I don't have all day. Come on. Please attack. Please. Please. Or I'll just stand here and look at your profile. It's all good. Come on. Ma'am. 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 Please. I don't know what she's doing. Should we just take a photo? You know what? Come on. This is silly. You are being silly, ma'am. Really? Is she like stuck? You know what? Fine. I'll just use my crappy film. We'll just keep blasting you till you die because I don't have all day. Come on. Come on. Let's do this, ma'am. Are you going to attack at all? At all, please. Wasting all my film. Yeah. Really? Yeah, all right. Oh, there we go. Ah, come on, finally. Whoops. After all that... Where is she? Yeah, I don't remember if it's been specifically mentioned yet, but some maidens did not go willingly into their boxes. They had to be forced. And of course, being forced in, they kinda got some limbs broken. And the house returns to the mist. Whoops.
何が起きているんでしょう。
わからない。
榊さんもこの山にいるんでしょうか。あの民族学者のように。
Where the heck are we? I suppose we'll run down for the shiny thing. See, that's one of those things where it feels like it could have ended right at the end of the house. Instead, there's like a random 3 minutes where you enter the tram. But anyway, Nen and Nui set out to find the folklorist's house, relying on clues from a video recording. As they passed through the Shrine of Dolls, the white-haired girl from Nen's dreams appeared. She asked why he didn't bring her token, then vanished. Nen and Nui arrived at the Veiled House, where they discovered several of Keiji Watarai's writings on the customs and beliefs surrounding Mount Hikami. They escaped the house only to see it vanish in a thick veil of mist. Yeah, that was cool. And we saw Hashaku-sama. That was my favourite part. I like this chapter. Only because of all the lore drops. It's cool. Alright, well that was the 5th drop. We learnt so many things about Mount Hikami, and we ran into Hashaku-sama. Always a good time. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you again next time. See ya.